Guys, welcome to our class. Today our topic is going to be have, has, and had. When do we use have, has, had? Well, 4 different ways to use have, has, had. Number 1, for relationships. What is have, has, had? Have and has is for simple present, and had, it's the past tense, simple past. So how do we use it? For example, for relationships, we can say, I have a brother and a sister. So I have a brother and a sister. Or we can say, I don't have an aunt or uncle. I don't have an aunt or uncle. Or we can say, if it is for has, have is for I, you, 1 minute. I, you, we, they. And has, he, she, it. Had, I, you, we, they, he, she, it. Okay? So here, for example, I don't have an aunt or uncle. Or we can say, she has a baby brother, let's say. She has a baby brother. So these are relationships. They are related. She has a baby brother. Or they don't. How can we say the negative? Because positive, negative. Positive, how can we say the negative? We don't say she hasn't a baby brother. No. She hasn't. No. That's wrong. We say she doesn't. We make this the negative. She doesn't have a friend around. Oh, no, that's a bad example. She doesn't have a sister. She doesn't have a sister for relationships. Okay? In the comment section, please write examples to this. Let's take this out. What about for possessions? Possessions are things we have. For example, I have board markers, I have an eraser, I have clothes. So we use this for possessions, things we have. For example, I have a bag. We can say a cat, for example. A cat has a ball. It has a ball. But it doesn't have a bicycle. So this dog has a ball. It doesn't have a bicycle. It doesn't possess. Sahip diyor in Turkish. Okay. So we've used positive. Let's make a negative sentence. We don't have any cars. We don't have any cars. And he doesn't have a bicycle, for example. So here we've used actually the negative. Negative, positive. Negative, positive. Okay? And for illnesses, for example, you are sick. For illnesses, for example, I have a headache. I have a headache. My head is paining. I have a stomach ache. I have a stomach ache. So we use for illnesses. She has a stomach ache. Okay? So she has a stomach ache. I have a headache, etc. And for plans, for example, I have a meeting. I have a meeting at 8. Or I have a class. I have a class. They have a dinner tomorrow. We don't have breakfast. Tomorrow. So tomorrow we don't have breakfast. Okay? So we use have, has for relationships, possessions, illnesses, and plans. In the simple present, for example, every day, I have a brother. That's a relationship. We cannot say, I have a brother today and tomorrow I don't have. But if, for example, you have a brother and he dies, then you say, I had a brother, but he died. So this turns it into the past tense. You no longer have a brother. You can only say, I had a brother if your brother died. So I had a brother. We use the past. Or I didn't have an aunt. For example, if you're an adult and your mom now has a sister, a baby sister, you could say, I didn't have an aunt, but now I have an aunt. She has a baby brother. Or she didn't have. What's the past for had? She didn't have. I hope you have written this. We are going to delete it. We need to write sentences. So for example, we're going to say, for relationships, I had a friend, let's say. I had a friend in university. Now, I don't have the friend. Maybe we are no longer friends. We are not friends anymore. So I had a friend in university. I had a classmate. That was a relationship we had. I had a boyfriend. I had a girlfriend. So we no longer have this. That was in the past. So I had a friend in university. Possessions. What's the negative? I hadn't. No, I didn't have. I didn't have a brother. I didn't have a brother. For possessions, I had a car. So I had a car and I sold it. So I don't have a car now, but 2 years ago, I had a car. So I had a car 2 years ago. Okay? And for illnesses, sorry, I couldn't come to class yesterday because I had a headache. So my head was paining. I was sick. I had a headache. So we can say I had a headache in the morning, so I couldn't go to work because I had a headache. Now I don't have a headache. It is in the past. Now I don't have a headache. I had a headache 2 hours ago. And for plans, I had dinner yesterday. Sorry for the bad handwriting. I had coffee with my best friend. So this is the end of our class. Now we forgot one thing, that's the questions. How do we ask questions about have, has, and had? We are going to learn this right away before the end of this class. So we know the negative, positive. Now we need the questions. For relationships, have. We can say, do you have a brother? Do you have a brother? Or don't you? Let's use red. Don't you have any friends? Here, having friends, it's like a possession or a relationship. It's more of a relationship. You don't possess people. You have a relationship with them. So don't you have any friends? For possessions, do you have a car? No, let's use has. So we're going to say, does, we don't say do, does she have a car? Or doesn't she? For example, you say, my friend couldn't get home because it was late. The public transportation wasn't working. And you ask, doesn't she have a car? Doesn't she have a car? Doesn't she have a car? I think she has a car. Doesn't she have a car? No, she doesn't have a car. Okay? And then for plans, you could ask, do you have any plans today? So you ask your friend, do you have any plans today? We can do something. Do you have any plans today? And they say, no, I don't have any plans. Or does she have any plans? She can join us. So we are going for a movie. Invite your friend. Does she have any plans? No, she can join us, okay? And we can use do you have, don't you have, does she, doesn't she, like this. I think that's all. And then the past. Did you? We just change this and say, did you have a brother? And here we said, didn't you? This is the same. So didn't you? Didn't you have any friends? Does she have a car? We say, didn't she have a car? Not hadn't she have a car. No. Didn't she have a car? Doesn't she have a car? Yeah, this is also, or in the past, didn't she have a car? This is gonna be didn't. Didn't. Do you have any plans? Did you have any plans? So last We called you to join us and you didn't answer. Did you have any plans? Did you have any plans? Didn't she have any plans? So, didn't. The past for had is very easy. Didn't she have? Did she have? Did you have? Didn't you have? This is the end of our class. I hope you learned all the have, has, had. In the comment section, you can practice it all in your notebook and have fun. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening.